Schaum Green Book Piano Lesson 7. I hope you're making good progress with playing the pieces from this book. It started to get a bit harder by this stage, so you need to spend longer practicing them. But hopefully you'll be starting to feel like you can play some simple piano pieces and you're progressing with various skills that you need with rhythm, hand positions and things like sharps, and then we'll be introducing flats in this lesson. So we're on page 34, Watchman's Song. A new hand position in the right hand. Here goes. So the right hand was shifted up 1. Remember to think in terms of steps and jumps, mostly steps in this piece actually. Now, where you've got the section where the right hand comes in with the 4 Ds, you've got both hands changing at the same time as you reach the new bar. But the left hand note has already been on for longer. So left hand note goes on, right hand has another note. I should have said left hand finger. Let's try that again. So left hand finger goes on, but the right hand has another one afterwards. And then together they go up. Now this is a crucial bit. I want you to make sure it's a smooth transition. In other words, the notes are joined. But they're joined without overlapping. So you've really got to concentrate. So at this point, both fingers are on. You then go up neatly to the next one. Alright, that was the Watchman's Song. Next one, Hot Dog Stand. Yet another new position, but we're changing position within the piece. In fact, I think we're changing how many times? Change, change, change. I guess 3 times. So you need to be able to shift your hand down, shift it back up again, shift it down. And we've got 4 quavers in a row now, so it's going to be 3 and 4 and 1. So I'm going to count for this, at least for the first part. So here goes. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and off. Okay, a tip for this one with the quavers, with the 8th notes. Make sure, well, they've got to be played evenly, steadily, and you can help this by putting, guess what I'm going to say, putting an accent, a little accent on the first of the group. So it's going to be accent, accent. So it's like we've got accents on the first beat of each bar, but also on the 3rd beat, which is where the quavers start. And also, as I said before, use the movement of your hand, wrist to enable the steady flow of the quavers. It doesn't really matter exactly what movement, as long as it's helping you to make it really steady. So accent, accent, and really listen to it to make sure it's steady. That's one of the best ways that you improve at piano, by really listening, developing an ear so that you're able to judge when you're getting the music right, or at least getting it better. Then it means that you will improve by trial and error, because each time it's not quite right, you'll hear that it's not quite right, and you'll adjust until it does get right. So I think that's all we need to do on Hot Dog Stand. Right, the Wren and the Swan, we've got flats for the first time. So flats are when you bring your finger down to the next key, and at this level it's usually going to be a black key. So there's a flat sign, like a long B. There's a flat sign next to the B. Okay, that's a coincidence. The flat sign looks like a B, but the first letter that you've actually got one against is the letter B, the note B. So you move your finger down to the next key, but you keep the other fingers in the same position. You've got all the fingers on the white keys, but finger 2 goes down to rest on the black key, B flat. Okay, here goes. There's another concept introduced here, and that's how flats, and in fact sharps as well, carry for the rest of the bar or the measure that they're in. So you see in the first bar of line 2 here, the first note is a B flat. And the fourth note is letter B, so that will also be a flat. Now, this only applies for exactly the same B. It wouldn't apply, for example, if the right hand had to play a higher B in the same bar. It has to be that one. So there's a flat. It means it carries for the rest of the bar. But then obviously the slate is wiped clean, so as soon as you start the next bar it no longer applies. If there's a B, it's just a normal B, unless there's another flat. Okay, that's enough on sharps and flats for now. The jet plane, page 37. Oh, I nearly forgot to mention the key signature. This is very important. As I said when we had a sharp in the key signature, you must get into the habit of checking the key signature, checking if there's any flats or sharps. They give instructions for the whole piece. The flat in the key signature here, with the little circle going over the position that represents a B, means that every single B in the piece has to be played as a flat unless there's an instruction otherwise. So notice it and then keep it in mind throughout the whole piece. Okay, here goes. And I will stop there.